Okay, we are on the Sikha here. This Hadran on the Rambam from Tashanam Zayin. The topic of this Sikha is discussing Eliyahu Navi. The Rambam brings what it says in Chazal, many places. Before Moshiach comes, Eliyahu Navi will come to let us know the good news that Moshiach is coming. Now, the Rambam actually brings two opinions about this. When does Eliyahu Navi come? One opinion is that he comes before, as we always are taught that Eliyahu Navi comes before to let us know that he's going to come. He's the Mavasar Ugeulah. Yeah. But there is another opinion there. The Rambam brings the Yesh Mana Chachamim. Actually, sorry, the Rambam brings this opinion that Mashiach only comes after Eliyahu Navi's Mavasar, his coming. That Rambam brings only as a second opinion. The Yesh Mana Chachamim. The first opinion that Rambam brings is that Eliyahu Navi comes after Mashiach came. And after Mashiach comes, there'll be the Muhammad of Gog and Magog, and that's when Eliyahu Navi comes to be Mechazik Yidden, to tell them not to worry and everything will be good. That's the argument in the Rambam.
So basically, on one side, the Chacham is saying he's a Mavasa, and the other one is saying nothing to do with being Mavasa.
Mechazik. Is he coming to be Mavasa Yidden about the coming of Mashiach? Or is he coming sort of to be Mechazik Yidden? Correct.
Yeah. So what's the meaning of being Mavasa? That we have to prepare ourselves? Get ready to come and Pesach for Pesach.
What's the point?
I'm saying, what's the point? We have to be Matara. We have to.
It's a certain.
And I happen less. I mean, once he tells us it's over, no. He doesn't say it's going to happen. It happens.
Yeah, but we make a big deal about him being the Mavasa.
That's another question. Yeah. How long before Mashiach actually comes does Eliyahu Navi come? A day before, 3 days before, right? To prepare the Fabrengen.
Sure.
Huh? Yeah. Okay, the Rabbi doesn't get into that. It's a good question. We'll take a look what it says.
The Rambam says why the Navi has to come.
The Rambam speaks about Nigeya to the coming of Eliyahu Navi in the opinion that he comes after Mashiach. So he says, Liyashel Yisrael lahachin libam. Okay. But the Yesh Mana Chacham that say that he comes before. So it could be this. I mean, this line that Rambam says, the Rebbe quotes it in Sif Beis. This line that the Rebbe says, "Liyasher Yisrael lahachin libam." So I guess you could say that it refers to both opinions. Whether he comes before or whether he comes after, the point of Eliyahu Navi is to basically tell everybody, "No time to do tshuva. Mashiach's coming. You're gonna have to come and face Mashiach. What do you look like? How are you gonna come and stand right in front of Mashiach?" Okay, then there's another subject here. What exactly is Eliyahu Navi going to do beside me? This thing, Liyashir Yisrael lahachin libam, so that everyone agrees to. But then the Rambam says Eliyahu Navi is a Chanavi, so he knows and sees everything. So is Eliyahu Navi also going to come and tell us other things? The main thing that you don't know without Eliyahu Navi telling you is the proper yichus of every single Yid in Klal Yisrael. Even today, and any time there's marriage, especially when people that are not from, and you have to prove the yichus, sometimes it can be very difficult. There's a method now, Pi Halach, exactly how the yichus is proven, but it's not always so simple. Eliyahu Navi can come and prove everyone's yichus, the lineage. Is he kosher? Is he not? Is he supposed to be in Klal Yisrael? Is he not supposed to be in Klal Yisrael? So there's a few opinions about this. I think we should learn this Mishnah here again. We learned it last week. Let's learn again the Mishnah. It's in Siv Gimel.
Page 303.
Page 303. Mishnah of Masech Tidis. There are 4 opinions in the Mishnah whether Eliyahu Navi is going to discuss people's yichus or not. Let's see what it says here. Here, the last column here. The 3rd paragraph of Siv Gimel. So it says in Masech Tidis, got it? Omer Rabbi Yeshua, Mekubal ani Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, sheshama mi Rabbi. I have a tradition, Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, and he heard it from his Rabbi, Rabbi mi Rabbi, Allah Chala Moshe Misinai. This was passed down from Moshe Misinai. She'ein Eliyahu ba letamei uletayr lerachik ulekarev. He's not going to come and say that anybody in Klal Yisrael is tamei. He's not going to come and tell anybody you're tahir, or lerachik or lekarev. What does lerachik or lekarev mean? To come and say you belong in Klal Yisrael, you don't belong in Klal Yisrael. right? Let's say a mamzer or any other situation, maybe even a guy that got mixed into Klal Yisrael, into marriage. Elo l'rachek hamukaravim bizroya. Those that came into Klal Yisrael by force. Okay, so meaning that really it's known that these people are apostle. It's not. It's known. But they forced their way into Klal Yisrael and by force. So those are the people that Eliyahu Hanavi will be merachik. On the other hand, there were those that may have been pushed out of Klal Yisrael, also by force. Eliyahu Hanavi is going to be mekar of them. Okay, so basically, those families that are in Klal Yisrael and it's unknown, they got mixed into Klal Yisrael and it's just unknown what's the story with them. Eliyahu Hanavi is not going to do anything with that. He's not going to touch that. But those families that got brought into Klal Yisrael by force, and everybody knows that they don't belong to Klal Yisrael, and the same the opposite, the ones that were Nesrachik, those Eliyahu Hanavi will come and make a seder and send those away and bring those in. It doesn't happen so often today, but Nisman, it happens.
Yeah,
As far as that.
and those type of guys. In times of the base of Mikdash, though, people that
Saying
but they're still here.
now,
They're
people
descendants
that it's a very difficult thing to. I mean, how bizroya that a person should be able to force himself into Klal Yisrael. What's meant us?
Right. But
How,
you have these points in Eretz Yisrael.
comes into Eretz Yisrael, comes into Yiddish Kehillah. Yeah, you have such stories. Comes to Yiddish Kehillah, he doesn't identify himself, and he's living over there, and he's sending his kids to the cheder, and he's davening in the shul, and he's a Shkayid. Yes, he's not Jewish.
You never scream Yehudi the whole time.
Yeah. That's Bezroya. That's Mamish Bezroya. That's when people, the Russian immigrants, they came to Eretz Yisrael, and the father's a Yid, and the government allows them to come and live in Eretz Yisrael. That's Bezroya. They're coming and they're joining Klal Yisrael, and they don't belong in Klal Yisrael. They're not Yid. They're not Jews. Huh? Chutzpah, yeah. Okay. So and everyone knows that. I mean, you have unfortunately today many that are living in Eretz Yisrael, and they identify themselves as Yidden, and they're not. They're not Yidden. So that you have today. But then you have also the opposite, those that were Nesrachik from Klal Yisrael B'Zraya. All right. So that's what Eliyahu Hanavi will settle. Rabbi Yehuda says that Eliyahu Hanavi is going to be Mekarev. Only Mekarev. He's going to be Mekarev those that were pushed out of Klal Yisrael. But those that were forced their way into Klal Yisrael, he's not going to be Merachik them. So here, that ever brings the taich of the Bartanura. Hamishpacha hakshera shenisrachka b'zraya hu mekarev. Those kosher families, the Moranos, that
they were pushed away from when
they were pushed away from Klal Yisrael.
They became kivayachol. They gave themselves up.
So they got
And they
assimilated
got
with the
mixed up,
Christians.
and, you know.
Yeah. So those families, shenisrachka b'zraya hu mekarev. If they were pushed out by force, so he's going to be mekarev them.
But you're not allowed to. If you know, for example, can show you his lenient, you're still not allowed to bring them back into the fold of Jewish people. Too much time went by.
Okay.
There's a lot of
Until
Puerto Rican families that descend from
the Moranos.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say they had certain customs that resembled Yiddish minhagim. Yeah.
But you're not allowed to.
There's no way we can prove it. There's no
tangible, right?
Now
Right.
you can do it with DNA.
huh?
Okay.
But DNA is
Those are
you can use it as a tziruf. Now you can't just base yichus just on DNA. It's used also as a certain tziruf, but not that alone is not enough.
It's pretty powerful.
Yeah. Those that were niskarev, and even though they forced their way into Klal Yisrael, but once they're in, Eliyahu Hanavi is not going to be merachik them.
Even if they became not again.
As a shteta. Yeah.
Could be we came here 200 years ago. It wasn't really 200 years ago.
Also, you're not a kosher Yid.
Okay.
The last 200 years, they were
Another opinion, a third opinion. You got it? No? Rab Shimon says, Lahashvis machlokes. The only thing Eliyahu Hanavi is going to do, he's going to settle all the machlokes. Regarding all halachas in Torah. Every single halach in Torah is full. Nothing to do with yichus. Nothing to do with yichus. All the halachas in Torah, which there are machlokes about, Shammai, Basila, everything.
Right.
All the halachas in Torah where the machlekes and Eliyahu Navi will come and settle those machlekes. What's the Chacham's opinion? Lo lerachik v'lo lekarev. He's not going to be merachik anybody. He's not going to be mekarev anybody. And he's also not going to come to settle the machlekes that there are. Elo lases shalom ba'olam. There's one thing, to make shalom in the world. That's all. Bring shalom. Shenema hini anecha shalech lechem es Eliyahu hanavi v'goyim v'heishiv leiv avos al bonim. V'leiv bonim ala v'isam. Next page. It's upside down, I'm sorry. So what does it say here? That the fathers, the children, where it's a sikha from Yud Shvat Tavshim Mem Zayin. So the fathers, the children that are not getting along with one another, and there's no shalom between them, that he'll be mekar of them, that they should be peace between the father and son. So the Rambam passes like the Chachamim, that the only thing Eliyahu is going to do is make shalom. That's it. And you do have, I mentioned last time, you do have in the Gemara many times when it says Teiku. Teiku means Tishbi Taratz Kushis Rabbayis. So those fakes in Gemara, it says that Eliyahu Novi is going to answer them. But the Rambam here says the machlekes, he's not coming to answer all the machlekes in, and he's not coming to tell anybody anything about their yichus, just to make shalom. Okay, so what's the chat in this machlekes here? V'hinei the Mishnah here started off that there's a tradition. There's a halacha l'Moshe Sinai. What Eliyahu Navi is going to do? So the question here on this Mishnah is: Halacha l'Moshe Sinai. The Rambam says in another place, what does halacha l'Moshe Sinai mean? Hapirushim hamukubalim mipi Moshe. The pshat that the Eibishter told Moshe Rabbeinu at Har Sinai. Emachlekes ben b'shum panim. There's no argument regarding halacha l'Moshe Sinai. Right? You have most of the Torah is based on halacha l'Moshe Sinai, tefillin. So the Rambam brings it. There are 10 halachas regarding the tefillin, the fact that it has to be black, square, and the straps and everything. All the halachas about tefillin, halacha l'Moshe Sinai. There's no arguments about them. That's what the Rambam says. There are, you can argue about other things, but regarding halacha l'Moshe Sinai, there's no argument. So what's the question? Right here, the Mishnah says that Eliyahu Navi is coming, and there's halacha l'Moshe Sinai that Eliyahu Navi is going to come and do something. But here, there's a 4-way machlekes what he's going to do. How can they argue about this? If halacha l'Moshe Sinai is a tradition that's handed down clearly without any argument. So the Rebbe explains, Mevaya Rambam b'Pirush Mishnah. The Rambam here on this Mishnah explains as follows. Loi nishma mi Moshe Rabbeinu olav hashalom zeh haloshen. They never heard the halacha l'Moshe Sinai from Moshe Rabbeinu was not exactly precisely what Eliyahu Navi will do. Avol nishma mimenu zeh inyan. What they did here from Moshe Rabbeinu was the idea in general that Eliyahu Navi is coming and he's going to do something, and the halacha l'Moshe Sinai was only handed down in general terms what he's going to do. Lefi sheMoshe siper b'bias haMashiach. You have what Moshe Rabbeinu says in the words of Torah about the coming of Mashiach. The pasuk says, "Yidden are going to be spread out all over the world." And the Eibush is going to bring back all the Yidden that are captured wherever they are in the world. And then Amal Hashem Lekecha also speaks about Mashiach. But V'zula Zeh, and there's also V'zula Zeh. I think V'zula Zeh here means besides this, there's other psukim that speak about Mashiach. The famous psukim in Parshas Balak. V'higid lehem gam kem mipi agvure ba'agdamoisav v'siboisav. So besides what it says in the psukim in Chumash, the Eibush also says mipi agvure. The Eibush told Moshe Rabbeinu certain things of what's going to happen before Mashiach comes and what's going to cause his coming. V'sheyaktim oisei ha'ish le'yasher loy ha'aretz. That first Eliyahu Navi is going to come to prepare the world for the coming of Mashiach. That's so here you see this lashon. The Rambam says leyasha, to prepare the world that Mashiach is coming. Who Eliyahu? This is Eliyahu's coming. Now v'hidia lehem. What's the halacha l'Moshe Sinai? Sha'ishahu le'yosef le'yigra b'Torah. Eliyahu Navi is not coming to add or to take away from any of the mitzvahs. Avol, this is the key. Yisalik v'yosir hachamasim bilvad. Eliyahu Navi is coming to remove and get rid of chamasim. I don't know how would I translate chamasim. You have a good translation for me?
Hummus.
Chamasim. Those.
Hummus.
Yeah, okay, but basically, what's the word you have for me? The troublemakers.
Hummus. Yeah. Violence.
Violent people.
Like
Violent
hummus.
people, right? Any violence or any, it means disruptive things or troublemakers or he's going to be misalik chamasim. Yeah, chamas can be used as gzeila, chamas can be used as other, whatever negativity. All right, also true, correct? The terrorists. So regarding the general point of what Eliyahu is here for, to be misalik chamasim, there's no argument about that. There's no one's denying this. Aval nafla machlokes berois sheyaser mahen, because Allah was never spelled out what exactly he's going to do. So now the machlokes is so what is this chamas that he's going to get rid of? What is that? That's why there could be a machlokes about this. If there was a clear spelled out Allah Sinai regarding what he's going to do, then there would be no machlokes. So the Rebbe spells out the machlokes. Well, derech zeh b'nigel pluktasam b'pirish hapasik v'heishiv leiv avos albanim. This is all based on this that Eliyahu Hanavi is coming for what? V'heishiv leiv avos. Now, what does v'heishiv leiv avos mean?
What is this title you said for Berois Sheyaseh?
Berois Sheyaseh, with the bad things that he will remove. Exactly what are those bad things he's going to remove? So v'heishiv leiv avos albanim. So l'das Tanakam v'Rab Yehuda. First opinion of the Mishnah and Rabbi Yehuda say, Osid loima beruach hakodesh zeh mibnei banav shel zeh. He's going to come and say with Ruach HaKodesh, your lineage comes from here. He's going to tell everybody they're yichus. That's the meaning of V'heishiv leivavis. V'heishiv leivavis albana means that the children will know who their ancestors are. Ella shezeh melerachak ulekarev. The Tanakhama says Eliyahu Hanavi will tell people their lineage, whether it's to send people away of Klal Yisrael or to bring in. Rabbi Yehuda says only to be mekarev, but not to send out. Because Rabbi Yehuda's opinion is she'eina chamas ela l'rachik hakosher b'lvad. Right, the fact that you have a person that belongs in Klal Yisrael and he was sent out, that's chamas. That's considered to be terrible. That's what he's coming to remove. But those people that are in Klal Yisrael, that's not called a chamas. Very interesting. What's called a chamas? What's called a problem? The fact that there are goyim that don't belong in Klal Yisrael and push their way into Klal Yisrael, that's not called chamas. That doesn't fall under the category of being something negative enough that Eliyahu Hanavi is going to expel goyim that are mixed into Klal Yisrael. But the fact that there's a yid that got mixed into goyim or was pushed out of Klal Yisrael amongst goyim, that falls under the category of chamas, and Eliyahu Hanavi is going to be mekar of them.
Chamas is cruelty.
Cruelty. Okay, good, very good. Cruelty. Thank you. Huladas Reb Shimon. Now, what's Reb Shimon's opinion? That this is Bechlal not talking about yichus. Avos, when it says in the pasuk, the Heishiv Leiv Avis Albana. What does that mean? Avis Eloah Chachamim. Avis refers to the scholars that teach Torah. Ubanim Eloah Talmidim. Who are the children? The children are the ones that learn Torah from the Chachamim. Right, as it says, Vishanantum Levanecha Eloah Talmidim. That Talmidim are called children. Shiur, Leiv, Kulam Shave. That the Chachamim, Talmidim, everyone will have equal understanding. There'll be no more argument between them. That's the title of a Heishiv Leiv Avois Al Banim, that the teacher, the students will all have one clear understanding of everything in the Torah. Now, the Das Chachamim, the final opinion, which is the opinion that Rambam paskins, Asya Kra Kipshutei. The pasuk means, as its literal understanding, Leiv Avois Al Banim, meaning that the children that don't get along with their parents, and there's discord and there's argument, Eliyahu Hanavi will get rid of that. It's not necessary to spell out and to explain this. And it's clear that's a simple pshat of the pasuk. Yeah. This is the Rebbe's quoting you, Taisus Yantiv, correct. Or here the Rebbe quotes what the Rambam himself says. Chachamim say Eliyahu Hanavi is not getting involved in your yichus. Kol anikri b'shmai. Everyone has their name, their yichus. Hakol yisyachsu ala emes. V'hatayri avakol. Again. I know it's usually it's with a samach. I'm not 100% sure.
Means like extortion.
Yeah, that's what it means. Ain't oishik biyuchsin. That's what it means. All right, could be. He's not gonna. No, but it doesn't say ikesh. That's with the kuf before the over here. It says oishik, oishik. Sometimes.
No, but look at
That's a tight matter here was extortion.
Already says there's a kuf before the shek.
Yeah, correct. I'm not 100% sure. If ain't oishik biyuchsin, maybe. Okay, he's not going to tamper. He's not going to play around with people's yichus. Okay, could be. Kol hanikra b'shmoi. Everyone has his name, his family name. Hakol yisyachsu ala emes. Their yichus will be ala emes. What's a emes? Whatever yichus a person has, al pitayre. There's halachas of tayre. How to determine someone's yichus. And after Moshiach comes, nothing will change. We'll follow again the halachas of tayre to figure out people's yichus. Avala ma'akoshois v'horois, but the ma'akoshois. So this ma'akoshois means the krumkeiten. That's ikesh, right? The fataltos. Those, right? And rois, those terrible things, which are what? Hatred between people. They're the baseless hatred that there is between one and another. And you steal or you are doing something inappropriate to someone because of hatred. That's what Eliyahu and Novi will come to remove. For who? Amram Lasa Shalom Bailam. Eliyahu and Novi comes to bring peace into the world.
These things seem the most overriding mission, and that seems to include all the other ones.
No, but it doesn't though. No, Adarabbe. He's saying Eliyahu and Novi will not deal with Yichus. He's not even going to deal with the halachas of Torah regarding machlokesen in the chachamim that teach Torah. He's not going to deal with that either.
So what's Pshat? He's going to bring peace to the world. He's not. I'm saying not he doesn't have to be involved with
the sinas chinam that there is between people. The sinas chinam that there is between people. Eliyahu Navi comes to remove that sinas chinam. Not halachas of Torah. The machlokesen that they're on halachas of Torah is not sinas chinam. That's the way you learn Torah.
But that's not. Okay.
Yeah, and the yichus of Yidden, according to Torah, whatever.
That's
very good.
Yeah. Okay, but let's finish off here with this last paragraph here and this ice. So the Rabbi finishes off with a question. However, yeah, we understand here the source of the machlekes. It's all arguing how to interpret the words v'heishiv levav salbanim. But the question is, that is a pluk to b'mitzias. Comes out that there's an argument here about the fact of what Eliyahu Navi will do. He's going to be merachik those that pushed away into Klal Yisrael. And those that got pushed out, he will be mekarev. Das Rabbi Yehuda Yikarev v'loyerach. He'll only be mekarev. He won't be merachik anyone. Well, das Rav Shimon v'chachamim lo yerachik v'lo yikarev v'liyasa shalom ba'olam. Will bring shalom in the world. Whether shalom, and as far as the machlokesen are concerned in Torah, or the shalom that there is in between people b'chlal. So how could there be a machlokes b'mitzias? That's the Rebbe's question.
Why is this?
It's an argument about a fact. What will Eliyahu Navi do? Again?
It comes out from the left of the mice.
I
don't understand what mitzias means. It's green or not green.
Right. So we spoke about this last week.
Yeah.
Usually the klal that there can't be a machlokes b'mitzias is regarding a fact.
Yeah.
You can't argue about a fact.
Okay.
But here the Rebbe is stretching this concept. The Rebbe is saying that regarding the future, what Eliyahu will do is also a question of a matter of fact. Will he do A or will he do B?
That's like Magokus in Shabbos candles or in Hanukkah menorah.
Right. What? Again?
Why is that not a Magokus?
The machlekes regarding Hanukkah candles, you're saying that example, whether you light first 8 or first 1, that's a machlekes regarding an obligation, regarding a mitzvah. What am I obligated to do? Here, this is not an argument about a mitzvah or an obligation, what you're mechuyev to do. This is pashat, a machlekes about the mitzvah. So Eliyahu Navi comes, what is he going to do? What is he going to say? What is he? It's a machlekes again?
It's based on the fact that it's halach l'Moshe Messina.
But the Rebbe explained that halach l'Moshe Messina was handed down in very general. He's going to be misalik the chamasim. So the fact that
I'm saying, but this question I would see is based on that, or
Lav Dafka doesn't look like it. No.
It's like the core essence of mitzias. This is not Magokus. This is how.
It's a machlokes about a fact. What will Eliyahu Navi
How
do?
we live.
Correct.
That's the mitzias. How we live.
What do you mean how we live?
It's not green, red. It's not halakha.
This is how people get along.
Okay.
That's what it is. I think that's the idea it's giving.
What will Eliyahu Novi
really
address?
simple.
That's a machlokes b'metzias. Yes, that's the question.
Living.
Again, because the Rabbi mentioned earlier in this ice that there's a klal that there's no pluk for the metzias.
Like a small
The beginning of the ice. Look in the beginning of ice gimel. It's heipech a klal that there's no machlokes b'metzias. Okay. There definitely are many different areas that you find machlokes b'metzias, but as much as possible to avoid any machlokes b'metzias, the Rabbi will explain how this is not a machlokes b'metzias.
I don't know how to put in the right word. The way that people